Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see what's going on with your person. How are they currently feeling about you? What would they say to you? What are their next actions, moves, okay? So yeah, before getting started with the reading, I did want to give a huge shout out to Keen, which is a network of trusted psychic advisors that are there for you 24/7 to answer any sort of questions you may have about your love life, career life, really anything. I have personally used this service multiple times and I highly vouch for it. I only advertise things on my channel that I feel comfortable using and think is a great product or thing or service, right? So yeah, I have used Keen, and yeah, some of the psychic advisors there are so kind, so polite, very empathetic. They're always there for you. Yeah, the best part is that like the availability, like you could be anywhere in the world or like anytime, different time zones and all, and it's like if you feel like you need to talk to someone, there will be someone available for you to talk to. And yeah, I highly recommend Keen. I'm not personally on Keen, but you can use my code, which will be in the description box below. In order to sign up, you will get 10 minutes of talking time for $1.99, which I think is a great deal. And yeah, if you use my code to sign up. So if that is of your interest, check out my website, which will have that, or the description box below, which will also have that. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started with introducing the piles. So here we have pile 1, which is this beautiful amethyst geode. Here we have pile 2, which is this beautiful pearl bracelet. And here we have pile 3, which is this beautiful seashell that I got from Curacao from one of the beaches. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you are the most energetically drawn to. You can pick based on anything, the angel numbers and the timestamps below, the properties of the crystal, or whatever is here. I'm like so used to saying that just because I always have crystals. I will bring back the crystals. I just like changing things up, but do go ahead and pick based on your intuition. Once you've done that, head over to the description box below, and where you'll see the timestamps. Click on the timestamp and we will see you in your respective reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. You've all picked this gorgeous amethyst geode. This is one of the biggest crystals I have ever used in any of my readings, but I'm just like, why not? It's so beautiful. So just like, this is such an amazing, piece of like, I was gonna say jewelry, but like this is such a beautiful, amazing crystal to look at. And yeah, I just felt called to reading this for your reading, pile 1. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection. How is your person currently feeling about you, okay? But before I do that, I did want to give a huge shout out to Keen. So Keen is a psychic network that has spiritual advisors that are there for you 24/7 to help answer any questions you may have. I have personally used Keen, and I genuinely do love it. That's the only reason I'm advertising this on my channel, okay? I have talked to advisors during like, my dark night of the soul and like times when I needed it the most, and they were super kind, caring, empathetic. And yeah, there's so many advisors on there. You'll definitely get matched to one that fits your needs the best. You can use my code, which will be in the description box below. It'll also be in the website for 10 minutes of talking time for just $1.99, okay? So if you are interested in that, check out the website below. I think that's a great deal, okay? Definitely do not miss out on that. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with picking the cards to see what is going on in this connection. Okay, we got the Hangman energy. I was gonna say this as I was introducing the amethyst geode, but I am getting a lot of Pisces energy because Pisces is associated with the crystal of amethyst. Yeah, so I am seeing that things could be at a bit of a standstill. Maybe things feel a little bit stagnant right now, but I'm also seeing that it's not going to be that way forever, okay? I feel like there is movement happening. There's movement happening in the right direction, and I'm seeing it's like mostly like, it's like 60 to 70%, like you're like almost there, and it's like there's only like 30 to 40% like I guess you just, okay, that was such a weird way of explaining it. Let me back up for a second here. I feel like for a lot of you, you feel like you're not making any progress. Maybe you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. I would say it's more like 5 to 6 steps forward and maybe like 1 to 2 steps still not even like are being taken back. Just need to like be moved faster, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I guess maybe like 6 to 7 steps forward, maybe like 2 steps backwards. Like that's kind of what's happening here. I just feel like, you know, there is still a lot of progress, there is still a lot of movement. And again, I was like really hesitant to use the word backwards. I'm not necessarily seeing that anything is going backwards. I just feel like, you know, the only thing that is going backwards could be your own mentality, could be your own perception of what's going on. And this is why, okay, yeah, no wonder I was so called to use the amethyst geode for you, because this represents the 12th house. The hangman also represents the 12th house of the unseen realm, you know, things that you don't see right now, things you don't see happening in your 3D right now, but there's so much movement happening behind the scenes. Okay, and this is a sign that you really have to, you know, tap into that energy in order to you know, first of all, like, just, yeah, see what's happening behind the scenes, but also have trust and faith in yourself that this is working. Have trust and faith in your manifestations, that this is coming true, that this is really working out for you in the best way possible. Okay, there's just so much great movement and happiness and like, you know, just like prosperity and abundance waiting for you. Okay, just because you don't see something doesn't mean it's not happening. And this card is really like calling you to have faith in your person. It's like your person is even saying, like, you know, don't give up on me. You know, I really hope you don't move on. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna make things better. I promise that, you know, things are gonna be a lot different. I really want to be with you. I'm trying to get out of the situation. I am seeing that maybe your person could be prone to like addictions or just like, you know, bad habits, or just not very like, you know, yeah, just they need a bit of a push sometimes, you know. I just feel like this person and you can feel like you're very yeah, I'm just seeing like you feel like things aren't moving, and it's like your person is sending you these energetic messages of like, no, things are happening, things are moving. I'm just seeing like, you know, there's this push and pull. Maybe there's this like on and off between the both of you, and I am seeing that like one or both of you definitely have trust issues when it comes to love and relationships. But I'm also seeing that you know, like things are moving in the right direction for sure. If I like that, everything I just said for like the last 4 minutes, if I could summarize that, I would say like, just hang on, things are working out for you. It's like, do you see how like the hangman is literally hanging on to the broom here? Your person is hanging on to this connection. Your person hasn't given up on this connection. I'm just seeing like, you know, with this like lock around their, you know, these chains around their hand, the only thing that's really holding them back is themselves. I am seeing this person could be prone to like self-sabotage, or like just yeah, you know, just not really making the best decisions at times, not really like, you know, just not really knowing how to move forward. Okay, that's why I was so hesitant in saying like, you know, 2 steps backwards. It's not like your person necessarily going backwards. It's just like, you know, think of like, you know, when you're procrastinating, it's like it's not like you're really like losing anything. You're just like, you just don't know how to move forward. It's not like you're like losing, you know, like brain cells or something like that, right? Like it's just like, okay, I just don't know the right way to like plan out my studying. I just don't know, you know, how to go forward. It's like, it's just like you need a set plan, like you need a concrete plan, and that's exactly what like, you know, this person needs to do. I just feel like, you know, this person they need some direction in their life. Okay, they need some like, you know, motivation, and I feel like for a lot of you, you were their motivation. I feel like they're really inspired by a lot of, you know, what you did for them, and just like, you know, the type of life that you're living. Okay, they really look up to you a lot. They're, yeah, they feel like you're very motivational in so many different ways, but they know that they need to find that within themselves. Okay, because validation can only really come from within. Yeah, but anyways, let me go and pick some more cards here. We got the King of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like they're gonna take responsibility and control of their life. They are gonna come forward. Okay, I don't feel like, you know, they want to be a victim of their own like, you know, mind, or like self-sabotage. Like I do feel like at times they can get into a rut, but they also know how to pull themselves out of it, or at least that's what they're going to be doing right now. Because I'm seeing like, you know, they want to improve, they want to change, they want to live the best quality of life, and that's a good thing. That's a big thing, because sometimes it's like, you know, we get like, oh, they're not even motivated to do that. They're just like, you know, stuck in their own self-pity. Like I'm seeing that there's a little bit of self-sabotage here, but not necessarily self-pity, which is really big. Okay, because there's a difference between the two. Yeah, but with this King of Wands, this definitely has like chaser, pursuer energy, like taking back control of their life, you know, really wanting to move forward. I'm also seeing something to do with distance, because I'm seeing like this globe here. Maybe I am getting some like Sagittarius, Aries energy as well. Yeah, like I said, Pisces energy, maybe some Leo coming in as well. Maybe this person is of a different race, or like maybe like religious beliefs or something like that. Maybe there's something like kind of different about them, or maybe they're like different than your usual type, or you're different than their usual type. Alexa, stop. Oh my gosh, see, that's a sign. I totally forgot Alexa was even there. Yeah, but I'm seeing that they really do want to come forward and like give you, you know, the type of relationship you deserve. They want to come forward and you know, just like make you an offer and chase you, because I do feel like this person needs to chase you a lot, but maybe they pulled back their energy. But I'm not going to see, like, I'm not saying that that's going to be the case always, okay? I am seeing this person is definitely going to come forward. They are definitely going to make things up to you. I do feel like you're going to get back to the way that you once were, okay? And it's going to stay that way, okay? I just feel like, you know, with this Hanged Man, you literally just hit a rough patch in your relationship. It's not the end of things, okay? In fact, it's TBC, okay? To be continued. There's definitely still some unfinished business here for sure. So yeah. Oh my gosh, we got the Two of Cups. This is literally the soulmate card here. This is so positive, so amazing. Two of Cups has to do with you know, mutual love and your energy, time, effort being reciprocated. You know, them wanting to be in this just as much as you want to be in this, and like, you know, them wanting to make you an offer. I'm just seeing that, you know, for the both of you, you really like, you helped each other in so many different ways, and you know, like this person, like, you've inspired them in so many different ways, shapes, and forms, and it's like they grew a lot because of you, okay? And I feel like this person helped you grow in certain ways as well, and I just feel like, you know, this person is like, wow, I need to be with this person. This person played and still plays such a pivotal role in my life, and you know, that's what I'm seeing this person really doing. Like, they are going to come forward and like, you know, tell you that, and not just tell you that, but like, you know, make it be known that like, you know, I want you, like, you know, I really want this to work out. I really have hopes that, you know, this can go somewhere, okay? Again, they just have a lot of love for you. They really do care about you so much, and yeah, it's like, this person doesn't want this to be over. This person is like holding out hopes that, you know, the both of you will get, oh my gosh, my voice, the both of you will get back together, okay? I just feel like, yeah, this person is not ready to give up on this connection whatsoever. Okay, let's go ahead and pick some love oracle cards, and then in the extended reading, we're gonna go ahead and pick some affirmation cards to see what you can be affirming to expedite this in the 3D, because I'm seeing that there's so much happening in the 5D, the 4D right now. Okay, there's so much movement happening, and it's just a matter of you, you know, believing that, you know, this is happening, you know, for you and not to you, and that things are really working out in the best way possible. Like, if you could see the end of this book, like, I like literally just like envision like a fairy tale book, and it's like, you know, we're just like in like the beginning to middle chapters, and it's like, you know, they end up happily ever after. Like, I even envision this like wolf or like owl or some like wise creature. Like, this is like, every time I get this message, it's just like, you know, this is meant to be. But I just envision some creature, like, you know, looking upon this connection and like knowing how things are going to work out, and they have like this sort of like smug smile on their face, like, ah, I know how this ends. This is like, you know, not the end of it right now. It's like, you know, when you're like narrating the story, when you're watching like a movie or TV show where there's like a third person like narrator, and like, you know, they're just like they know what happens, and like they'll be like, oh well, this and this happened in this chapter, but wait till chapter 4 when this happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, that was kind of confusing. But if you've ever watched Jane the Virgin, I don't know if you watched that show, but there's like a narrator, and he's just like, you know, he would say certain things like, oh, Jane did this and this, but only to realize, you know, 5 years later that what she actually thought was this and this. And it's like, yeah, there's this like all-knowing, like, you know, entity, this like omnipresent entity or something, like, you know, maybe it's just your higher self that just knows how this is going to work out. And it's like, you know, they know that this is going to work out for the both of you in the best way possible. You're going to be in that relationship of your dreams. You're going to be living your best, you know, love life. And yeah, I just feel like, you know, there's so many good things coming in for you. Okay, we got I'm falling in love. That is so sweet, okay? We also got why did you leave? Yes, I feel like someone felt a little bit left out in this connection, and they're just like, why? Like, you know, that's not fair. Like, I just wish that, you know, things like turned out in a much different way. Yeah, we also got I only believe in science and facts. Yes, I do feel like, you know, this person, maybe they're not as spiritual as you, but like you helped them become spiritual, or like, you know, maybe you've kind of opened them up to the idea of spirituality, and they will be opening up to it more and more. They really feel like there is something there, and like maybe, you know, yeah, you'll just be on the same page in a lot of different ways, shapes, and forms, which is a good thing. Yeah. Okay, I will go ahead and end the reading right here, pile one. Again, check out the extended reading where we're going to go ahead and pick some initials as well as affirmation cards. I also offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching and also custom make subliminals. So if you are interested in any of those, check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection. How is your person currently feeling about you? What would they say to you? Where is this connection headed? And more. We're going to go ahead and pick cards from this cat, which is tarot deck, to see what is going on. Oh, I believe it's called Everyday Witch Tarot. So cute. I absolutely love this deck. I'm really excited to be using this for you. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards to channel your person's energy here. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Two of Swords. Okay, I am seeing there has been some indecision on your person's part on whether to come forward, how to come forward, how to approach you, okay? I feel like your person has been having a back and forth. Like, they've literally had their phone in their hand ready to text you, but maybe they didn't quite know what to say, or the words just didn't come to them, or they were scared of your reaction. Maybe for a lot of you, you could be at like a certain point in your connection where like they feel like they've pissed you off enough to the point where like if they were to message you, like nothing would satisfy you or something like that. I just feel like this person is a little bit like scared or intimidated in terms of like how they will like how you would react to them coming back or something along the lines of that. Or maybe for some of you, I am seeing like things are pretty peaceful, they're really not that bad, but they're just trying to find the right words to say to you because yeah, they don't want to mess up, they don't want to come short-handed. Also, I'm seeing something to do with timing. I feel like this person, while they really had wanted to reach out to you, maybe there were certain things that were holding them back, like their own goals and ambitions. Like, do you see how there's like a bullseye here? It's like your person does have a lot of goals and things that they want to accomplish in their life, or there's something going on, some sort of circumstances that like if they were to message you right now, it just wouldn't be the right time, or like that's just what they're thinking. I'm not necessarily saying it's not the right time. You get to dictate that. You get to dictate divine timing. I'm someone who does tarot, but I also like believe in the law of assumptions, so I don't necessarily think that anything is like outside of you. This is just like what you have currently manifested. And again, this message is also something you manifested, so you don't have to accept it as true. Something I really want to clarify is that when it comes to like tarot readings or any sort of like divination tool, you do not have to resonate with that, okay? It is just maybe showing you where your energy's at or where your thoughts are at. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true. It just means like that's what you think is true, okay? For some of you, it could be that it is completely true. Honestly, it depends, it varies, but at the end of the day, you have free will in your reality, and yeah, just take what resonates. But I am seeing that this person, again, like they have thought about messaging you, they have been contemplating it, they've like literally even maybe wrote up a draft text on what to message you, or they've thought about like what they can message you about, but maybe there's something that kind of like held them back, which we'll go ahead and pick some more cards to see what that has been. Very interesting. We got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like they are eventually just gonna take the leap of faith, okay? Like whatever it is that has been holding them back. Okay, we got the Seven of Cups here. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna like get through that, get over that, and eventually just come forward and reach out to you. With the Seven of Cups, yes, this is the options card, so this could mean that they feel like you have too many options and like that you might not be interested in them anymore. It could also mean that maybe they have options and it's like they're just like kind of like just not sure like what to do, how to come forward. The Seven of Cups could also just mean that maybe they have like other things going on in their life that they need to worry about, like just based off like the Two of Swords energy I got. I literally just feel like they're occupied with so many other things. Like maybe someone could be trying to buy a house or save up for a house or buy an apartment or save up for something, or they put in long hours at work or something along the lines of that. Maybe like there's this like heart here, maybe they they have a lot of responsibility towards their families, yeah, or there's, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of external things that your person is like dealing with right now. And I am filming this during the holiday season, so it is like a generally pretty busy time in a lot of different ways for a lot of different people, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and pick some more cards. But with the Knight of Swords, I am seeing that they are eventually going to be taking that leap of faith and coming towards you. Okay, we also got the Empress here. Okay, wow, this is amazing. I love that. I'm just going to go over the signs real quick. So I am getting some air sign energy: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Getting some water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus with the Empress card here, okay? So I feel like your person's gonna choose you. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many options they have. It doesn't matter how many people are around them. I even feel like it's more so that there's people around them, but they're not necessarily interested in them, at least not the way that they're interested in you. I feel like for a lot of you, you really, really don't have to worry, okay? Like, even if your person is a little bit flirtatious or something like that, I'm not seeing that they're in love with anyone. I'm not seeing that they like anyone, like the way that they like you, the way that they're into you, okay? It's not the same with anyone else. You really don't have to worry about anyone. You don't even have to worry about, like, you know, manifesting third parties away. Like, I feel like this person does a great job of manifesting them away because, again, I just feel like their affection towards you, their affinity towards you is so strong that none of these other relationships have really stuck. They've never really lasted. I'm seeing that for a lot of you, your person isn't even in a relationship, or you know, if they are, it's like they're still thinking about you, which isn't really fair to that person. But I'm just seeing that, like, you know, you are their like one and only, like you are the one for them. Again, I feel like with this Empress card, they just, you know, they see you as wifey or husband material, you know, they see you as like the mother or father of their children, if that is something that you want. But I'm just seeing like they see you as the person that they feel like they're supposed to ultimately end up with. Like, these other options don't hold a chance, okay? They don't like hold a candle to you. And I'm seeing that there's a lot of love, a lot of attraction here. The Empress is ruled by Venus, and it's really interesting because we literally just had a full moon in Taurus, and that's ruled by Venus, which has to do with like money, love, abundance, okay? So I feel like that's exactly what's coming in for you and coming in for this connection, which is really good, okay? Yeah, I even feel like maybe, I don't know if you like are around your person or not, but maybe they could be wearing red in the next couple days, or 3 days to 3 weeks. If you like follow them on social media and you see them wearing red or something like that, or just something like, obviously there's a lot of red things in the world, but like a pomegranate or apple on their story, or in real life, or sorry about that, my throat, oh my gosh, my throat chakra. Or, you know, they're just like, you hang out with them or something, maybe they'll be eating an apple. Yeah, that's a sign that something's gonna happen, okay? Just red, you know, that's the color of love here. And also the color of the root chakra, which has to do with stability, security, you know, just like, yeah, it's like rootedness, groundedness, okay? I really feel like this person wants more with you. Yeah, wants stability in this connection, wants something long term. Let me go ahead and pick one more card, and then we're going to go ahead and pick some oracle cards. Do stay tuned for the extended reading on Patreon, where we'll pick initials as well as affirmation cards. Okay, we got the Page of Swords. So much communication energy, pile 2. I feel like, you know, I haven't filmed pile 3 yet, but out of all the piles, like, you are definitely the communication pile. I really, really feel like you're 99.999% gonna hear from this person. For a lot of you, I'm seeing the time frame of 3 days to 3 weeks, at the most 3 months. I'm just seeing, like, you know, 3 is a very prevalent number here. But with the Page of Swords, I feel like this person has been stalking you on social media, thinking about you, especially in the past couple days, okay? Like, I feel like this person definitely does keep tabs on you in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it could be just through, you know, like, thinking about you, or like, you know, even like consciously or unconsciously manifesting you. But for a lot of you, they are, you know, stalking your socials, or even like Googling your name. There's a lot of ways to keep tabs. Like, you'll be surprised. Maybe for a lot of you, you're just like, no, this person doesn't think about me. But I'm sure if you were to like hack into their phone or something and like look up their search bar, like your name would be there, okay? So that's a big thing, okay? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we got the Magician card. I was just going to leave it at this card, but I like this. So again, I feel like communication is coming in here. This is associated with Mercury, okay? Definitely getting some Virgo, Gemini energy here. Manifestation. A manifestation pal too. I feel like if you're manifesting this person, your manifestations are going to be coming to fruition, okay? Like, this person has nonstop been thinking about you. Can't stop thinking about you. They care about you a lot, okay? In fact, like, you know, in the beginning, I was like, oh, this bullseye could mean their job, but I feel like it means you. I feel like they're like very like even like stubborn or obstinate about like coming towards you, or like, you know, having something with you. Like, I feel like they really want to have a conversation with you. They really want to give you some sort of clarification or explanation. Basically, just expect a lot of communication from this person. This person's going to be communicating with you like no other, okay? Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm also channeling some like Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, luck is really on your side, like abundance, you know, this is going to be a very successful, prosperous connection. So keep at it, because I really feel like things are moving and changing for you in the best way possible here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick some love oracle cards, just to see what other messages we have. Okay, wow, this one like really flew out. We got, I never should have let you go. Yeah, so I feel like this person is having regrets. They're having second thoughts. If they're the ones that broke up with you, or kind of like just, you know, maybe left you out in the cold, or just, you know, they're the ones that kind of like drifted apart a bit. I feel like they are regretting that. They're just like, oh, I never should have let this person go. I really want to come back. I really want to fight for you. I really want to fight for this connection, okay? Yeah, we also got this card. I miss being around you. This person definitely misses you, like 100%, okay? Again, like they've been thinking about you a lot. We got so much swords energy, and I just feel like, you know, they miss being around, like just, of course, like you, but like just even your vibe, your presence, your like charm, okay? Like I just feel like they feel like you're very, very, you know, you're very just like near and dear to their heart, like even if you're like separate. Like I just feel like energetically you've always had that connection, okay? I've been getting so many notifications during this reading. This person is going to be blowing up your phone pile too, okay? I also got I have a secret, so I feel like this person definitely has something to like get off their chest, something to tell you. I'm not saying that it's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like this is actually going to be something really relieving for you to hear, and you're going to like let out a sigh of relief, like okay, that's good. Like maybe like for some of you guys, you could have had doubts that they're like hanging out with other people or entertaining third parties, but they're going to be like, yeah, there's no one actually. I'm just like kind of focusing on myself. Some sort of confession like that, okay? We also got I am lost without you. Yeah, this person definitely like, yeah, they miss having you in their life. I feel like you help them in so many different ways, and yeah, they just feel like so lost without like your guidance, your energy, your support. Yeah, and I feel like that's also something that they're gonna let you know. And honestly, like this person can't stay away from you for too long, and they're definitely making a huge comeback, so be ready for that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading right here, pal 2. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You always have free will in reality. Again, check out the Patreon for the extended reading, and I also offer tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching, and I custom make subliminals to help you manifest. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pal 3, welcome to your reading. So you all picked this beautiful seashell that I got from Curacao. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what's going on in this connection. How is your person currently feeling about you? What would they say to you? Where is this connection headed? And more. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards just to see what is happening here. Okay. We got the Queen of Pentacles to start off your reading. Very promising. I really like her energy here. We also got the Judgment card. Interesting. Okay, so already, oh my gosh, these cards are not staying. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. Already I'm seeing that there's a lot of, you know what, we got the Queen of Pentacles first. I want to put her here, and then we got the Judgment card. Maturity, okay? Like someone is really maturing, someone is growing, someone is, you know, wanting better for themselves, wanting better for their life. And I feel like for a lot of you, you had a very profound impact on this person. And maybe this is something that you've heard a lot, like you have impacted this person or even other people's lives in a positive way. And like, that's a big thing because that's not everyone in the world. Like that is something you should really know, Pile 3. Like some people have a negative, like I know like this sounds so like negative and I'm like mostly positive, but like some people will literally have a negative impact on other people's lives. They'll be energy vampires, they'll bring you down. But you should be really grateful that you're not that type of a person, okay? And you know, the fact that you're being told that, like, I mean, that's like honestly I think one of the highest like forms of compliments you can ever get. Okay, you're someone that helps other people grow in a positive way, like not go through trauma, you know. It's like even if you have made mistakes, I feel like for the most part, most of your relationships, most people that are in your life or even have been in your lives that are no longer, like, I mean, you made their lives better by just being you, by just being yourself, by helping you know, just other people as much as you could, or even just like showing up, like even if, you know, it wasn't you actually helping, just your presence, your warmth, your vitality, your charm. I mean, seriously, like there's a lot of really positive things that I feel like your person has to say about you. We also got the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of earth energy coming in here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I am seeing that, you know, the fact that this Judgment is in between the Queen of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, I definitely feel like your person is taking a second look at, you know, what their priorities in life really are, okay? I'm seeing like definitely work is a big deal to them, and I feel like, you know, just based off this reading, this is something that they're gonna like, you know, indulge more time into, like give more time, energy, effort into, because it is something that's very important to them. I'm seeing that, you know, they feel like, you know, they want stability, they want something more in life. Like if your person is just the type of person to kind of like date around and not settle, and like maybe they don't have like a very like, you know, maybe they do have a stable life. I can't say that for everyone, but it's like if your person's kind of just like been, you know, winging it, and like they don't have like a very, you know, concrete, clear plan. Like I'm seeing that they're finally planning out their future for the longer term, which is a big deal. Like, you know, getting their own place, maybe even like getting, like, maybe they've thought about getting a place with you, they thought about moving in with you. Okay, I'm just seeing like, you know, they're ready to make those bigger life changes, they're ready to like upgrade. Like, you know, when you go from like living in your own bachelor pad to like, you know, something more like permanent, like something, yeah. Basically I'm seeing like taking like that next step in life. Okay, um upgrading, maturity, like stability, something long term, something more committed, something that can really invest in, like, you know, something that, like, for example, like buying a house or something, like, you know, you're investing in that. So that is something that I'm seeing here. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick a couple more cards. We got the 10 of Wands. Okay, so I really feel like this person is very stressed out. Okay, like I am seeing, like, you know, since this came right next to the Three of Pentacles, work has been kind of like either stressing them out, or it's just something that they've been spending a lot of time into, and it's something that's really important to them. Okay, like they really want to grow their you know, bank account, like work on their finances. They have a lot that they want to accomplish in life in terms of their own personal goals. Okay, I really do feel like you're dealing with someone who you know, they really do want a lot out of their life, and I feel like for a lot of you, like this person is pretty smart, like they do know, like, you know, how to go about doing that, but you've helped them in a lot of different ways. Like you've helped them kind of just realize like what really matters in life, like what's important. And it's like because of you, this person is kind of like let go of things that, you know, weren't really that important, that they're just like, yeah, what am I doing? Like, why am I wasting my time worrying about this stuff? Okay, so I feel like you've made a really profound impact on their life in that way. In terms of their feelings for you, again, like I'm seeing that they're thinking of like thinking of really settling down, and they feel like you're the person that they want to do that with. Okay, I feel like in the past they've been with a lot of, like, you know, people that, you know, yeah, it was fun to like date them or whatever, but they didn't necessarily see anything like deeper, longer term with them. And I'm seeing that like they see you as that person that they could potentially have that with. I'm not necessarily saying they're making any promises now, but they are definitely thinking along the lines of that, which is a really good sign. Okay, so I feel like that is something that a lot of you want, or maybe that's also something that a lot of you have thought of, but you're not completely sure yourself. You know, even for you, I'm seeing like, you know, the thought of that does scare you, like, you know, permanency, like it's a big thing, it's a big deal, it's a big step, and it's normal to be scared, it's normal to have fears, it's normal for a person to have fears too. You know, like I think that's a very common thing to go through in adulthood. You know, just taking that next step, it can be very scary, but it's like, you know, at the same time, like, you know, it's the best thing for you, and it's a matter of really having like faith and confidence in your decisions. And I'm really seeing like that's something that your person is doing. Okay, your person is like learning to kind of like, you know, have faith, learning to just be a more secure version of themselves. Okay, secure, have a more secure attachment style. I'm seeing that someone here could have had like maybe an insecure attachment style, or someone who's like anxious attached, or they had that anxious attachment style whereas the other person was like avoidant attachment. And yeah, I'm just seeing like, you know, this could have caused a lot of like problems, this could have like caused some like, you know, gaps in communication. Okay, and I just feel like, you know, this is something that your person is like really working through. They're working on becoming better at communicating. Even with this Three of Pentacles, you know, this is about like forming a community, and like this does have to do with like work and their career life, but I also see this as like a good communication card. Also, 3 just reminds me of the 3rd house of communication, so this tells me that, you know, things are definitely going to like work out for you, you know, in that aspect. Like you're gonna be communicating a lot better, because a lot of the reasons why relationships don't really work out, even though there's so much love, is because of the communication, just because people didn't know how to communicate properly, or like, you know, just even understand like their own communication style, their own attachment, you know, method. And like, yeah, I think for, you know, this person, they are really thinking of you know, reaching out to you and like kind of telling you like what's been on their mind. In fact, we even got this card like, why did you leave? Okay, and I just feel like maybe this person kind of left without an explanation, or like maybe things kind of just ended abruptly, or maybe things even kind of like fizzled out. I feel like, again, it's different for different people here, because we did get some earth sign energy, and that usually doesn't have to do with abrupt changes. That usually has to do with like kind of thinking about things before, like, you know, making a decision. But I am just seeing that for a lot of you, it's like, you know, you just wish that there was a little bit more clarity that was given to you. You wish there was more communication on your person's end. And I just feel like at times, you know, the way that this person handled things, it wasn't really like, you know, the best way to go about doing that. But it's like also this person is, you know, kind of changing and improving. And seriously, like they're maturing so much. Like I cannot stop saying that. I think that's probably the 5th or 6th time I've said that word. But with this Judgment card, like they are really thinking of, you know, like, first of all, they're being really reflective on their life, on like a lot of personality aspects. I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't really understand at all, or like don't end up doing until way later on into their life. But I'm seeing that maybe for a lot of you, you could be into psychology, you could be into like MBTI types, you could be into like, you know, attachment styles. You've read a lot about relationships and how they work. Maybe you've read a lot about like disorders, like, you know, NPD and like, you know, BPD and like, you know, just stuff like that. Like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be psychology experts, or at least have somewhat, you know, knowledge of those things. And you know, I personally practice the law of assumption, so I definitely think that those are just, you know, I'm not like denouncing psychology by any means, but the thing is, like, if someone does have a certain ailment, you could change their assumption, right? Change the assumption you have of them by thinking more positively of them, seeing them in a different light. So it's like if your person did have, you know, let's say an anxious attachment style, or they were super avoidant, let's say they were avoidant and they weren't the best at communicating, you can literally change that. You can, you know, change them into someone who is good at communicating, someone who is, you know, who knows how to be in a healthy relationship, who has like a very secure attachment style, okay? I am so sorry. I am just like, I'm just sick. I don't know if anyone's sick right now. It's because of the, you know, weather changing. I'm in New York and it's so cold. It's so cold. It's like 40 degrees. It went from being like 70 degrees to 40 degrees out of nowhere. Didn't even get that 60-degree weather. Okay, I apologize for that if my voice is like off, but I just feel like, you know, there's just a lot of changes happening within this person internally. And, you know, like I said, you know, the minute you start affirming, okay, they will get that thought via thought transmission. So if you want to see them as a certain someone that, you know, certain qualities that you want them to embody, it is literally a matter of you just taking some time down and quite literally rewriting them, okay? Like, you can check out my law of assumption playlist where I talk about this, but it's like you're literally the author of your own life, the director of your own movie. You get to dictate how the people in your life show up as. And a lot of people, I think, you know, are new to this, or maybe don't quite understand this, or maybe they haven't quite grasped the concept. And we're going to talk more about this in the extended reading, so do stay tuned for that, where we're going to go ahead and pick some more affirmations to see what you can be affirming to expedite this connection into 3D, change your assumptions, you know, really change the outcome of this connection. And yeah, I just feel like, you know, there's a lot of, you hold a lot of power, okay? And, you know, even with this Queen of Pentacles, throughout this reading, this has been representative of you, representative of your energy, how your person sees you, and you really do have, like, you know, the power to change things. And again, it's not about forcing things, it's literally about seeing things, changing things internally. Sorry, I talk a lot about, like, you know, manifestation, so my readings definitely will have them, because I don't want you to feel like you're, you know, stuck to one certain outcome. Like, if a reading says, like, oh, they're not ready to commit to you right now, that doesn't mean they'll never be ready, okay? If a reading says, oh, there's a third party, that first of all doesn't mean that, you know, if it's a general reading and you don't know that, you don't have to accept that. And it's like, even if there was a third party, they could leave anytime, you know? So yeah, just know that everything is up to you and you get to dictate your reality. Oh my god, I am so sorry about that. What is going on here? Okay, I am lost without you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this reading did have a little bit of, like, you know, chaotic energy, like, as compared to the other readings, but this person is lost, you know, lost without you. Like I said, you know, this person feels like you're very, you know, you've helped them in a lot of different ways, and you really changed their life and made them see, you know, life through, like, different lenses, through a different perspective, and you helped them mature, you helped them grow a lot, and they honestly did feel really lost without, you know, your guidance, your support, you just being there for them, because I am seeing that for a lot of you, you know, you are in separation, but also at the same time, you know, you don't want to be with this person if they're just, like, dependent on you and they're not doing anything in return, right? Like, this person and you deserve to have a 50-50 relationship where things are equal, where things are, like, you know, very mutual. And, you know, what I'm seeing is, like, you know, you should definitely, like, assume the best version of this person, so that, you know, when they come back, which I'm seeing is very, very likely, they're going to come back in a way where, like, they're reflecting the things that you want them to reflect, okay? Because I'm seeing the motivation is there. They want to invest in this relationship. They want to invest in this connection. We got a lot of Pentacles energy. They want something long-term, and I feel like I can wholeheartedly say that for this pile, you know, as compared to the other piles. Honestly, I don't really remember the other piles, but it's really just a matter of the both of you, you know, sitting it out, you know, sitting down, working it out, and I feel like this person's going to become a lot better at communicating and become more mature in the way way that they communicate, you know, be less reactive, less defensive, which is a good thing because who wants to deal with someone like that, right? So yeah. And then we also got the Two of Cups. Wow, this is literally the soulmate card here. I feel like, you know, the both of you are soulmates. The both of you do have this like connection, and I'm not seeing that, you know, the lack of love here was ever a problem. It's like, I just feel like there's so much love between the both of you. It was just these little like logistical things that could have served as problems, but I'm seeing that that's completely changing here. Okay. We also got You Scare the Shit Out of Me. So I do feel like this person has commitment issues, but it's something they're working on, you know, with the Judgment card being next to all those Pentacles cards. They are kind of like rethinking life, rethinking what's important in life, rethinking what they really want. So that's a good sign here. Yeah, we got I've been having regrets. I feel like, you know, if this person is the one that walked away, they've been having regrets about walking away, having regrets about like, you know, not treating you the way that you deserved, or yeah, I mean, I feel like they want to come back in your life. Like they want, you know, to really just like do things the right way. Like that's the thing, okay? And I feel like they're ready to do that, which is a really good thing, because I don't feel like they were ready before, and just because maybe they weren't expecting this to be the way that it ended up being. Maybe they're just like, oh, another dating scenario, whatever. Yeah, and then they also feel like you're amazing. Like I cannot hype you enough, pile 3. I mean, seriously, this person really puts you on a pedestal. Every time you get a, you know, Queen or King card in the reading, it sort of shows like how they perceive you. And for a lot of you are the feminine energy, so I really do feel like they perceive you as this like queen energy, which is so beautiful, so amazing. And yeah, I'm just seeing like good things are happening for you, good things are coming into this connection, and there's a lot of movement that I feel like is going to be happening in the next 3 months. Okay, like I feel like 3 months from now things are going to be very different, but you know, of course things could be faster than that. Do check out the extended reading where we'll pick initials as well as affirmation cards to see how you can make things move faster. I also offer tarot readings as well as custom made subliminals and manifestation coaching. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.